Hello and welcome back to Think IP, the channel where we unpack the real issues facing entrepreneurs, SMEs, franchisors and franchisees. I'm Dr. M, and today we're diving into a hot topic, the separation of employment responsibilities in franchising. So let's look at what's happening in the United States and what it means for us here in Australia. Franchise leaders are gathering on Capitol Hill in the US, not Capitol Hill in Canberra, pushing for the American Franchise Act. Why? Because regulators there have been threatening to classify franchisors as joint employers, meaning the head office could be liable for every wage, hour, and HR issue that happens in a franchisee's business. For franchisors, that's a nightmare scenario. Imagine being Subway or Marriott and suddenly being responsible for thousands of workers you don't hire, pay, or manage. That's why the industry is fighting hard to enshrine legal independence for franchisees. Now, what about us here in Australia? Well, our system already says franchisees are separate legal entities and they're the employers of record. Employees of a franchisee are not employees of the franchisor. But, and this is a big but, since the Fair Work Amendment, Protecting Vulnerable Workers Act 2017, franchisors can still be held liable if they knew or should reasonably have known that franchisees were underpaying or breaching workplace laws. Think back to the 7-Eleven scandal, systemic underpayment, reputational disaster, and public outrage. That's the case study that forced this law into existence. Before we go on, please like and share if you believe this content is of value. Subscribe to get the edge in business, tech, and IP. And if you're sitting on untapped ideas, methods, or brand value, I have a surprise for you at the end. So while US franchisors are fighting for independence, Australian franchisors already have it, but with compliance strings attached. Let's talk risks. 1. Legal risk. Penalties if you turn a blind eye to wage theft. 1. Financial risk. Cost of audits and compliance systems. 1. Reputational risk. The media loves a wage scandal, but there's also an upside. Franchisors who build robust compliance frameworks are actually more attractive to potential franchisees. Nobody wants to invest in a system where the brand might be on the front page for all the wrong reasons. So in Australia, employment separation isn't the end of the story. Compliance is the new battleground. Let's break it down side by side. 1. United States, trying to lock in independence. Lobbying is about protecting the very survival of the model. 1. Australia, independence exists, but with conditional liability. Regulators expect franchisors to take reasonable steps, training, audits, reporting systems. So the debate in the US is about structure. The debate in Australia is about credibility. Here are 4 practical steps you can implement now. 1. Audit and training. Build regular HR audits into your system. Make compliance training mandatory. 1. Contractual clarity. Spell out in your agreements that franchisees are the employer, but they must comply with workplace laws. 1. Support systems. Provide wage calculators, rostering tools, even anonymous hotlines. 1. Documentation. Keep detailed records of every compliance step you take. That's your shield if the Fair Work Ombudsman comes knocking. These records and compliance requirements are not nice-to-haves. They're essential risk management. So where are we headed? 1. If the American Franchise Act succeeds, US franchisors will get certainty. 1. In Australia, the direction is different. Expect more compliance obligations, not fewer. Regulators here are focused on protecting vulnerable workers, not protecting franchisors. For boards and franchisees, the message is clear. You can't lobby your way out of this. You have to compliance-proof your system. So, there you have it. The US is fighting for independence, while Australia is already there, but under watchful eyes. The best defense for franchisors here isn't legal reform, it's proactive compliance that builds trust with franchisees, employees, and regulators alike. Hey, I'm Dr. M. If you're serious about building a smarter, more profitable business, subscribe now and scan the QR code on the next screen. Email me and I'll send you a free copy of my new book, Own It, Scale Smarter, Work Less, Build What Lasts, over 430 pages of practical, high-value insights, just to say thank you. Until next time, think IP, because it pays.